The future belongs to leaders who are willing to think beyond themselves and commit to something bigger than personal success. When we talk about preparing to impact billions, we're not talking about ordinary leadership. We're talking about leadership at scale, leadership that transcends industries, cultures, and even generations. This type of leadership requires mindset, responsibility, and a deep commitment to legacy. It's about becoming the kind of leader who doesn't just change lives, but shifts the direction of humanity itself. The first step in preparing yourself to impact billions is to understand that leadership begins with mindset. If you cannot lead your thoughts, you cannot lead people. If you cannot direct your own emotions, you cannot direct movements. Every great leader in history began by mastering their inner world. They understood that their thoughts were seeds, and if they planted their seeds of fear, lack, or doubt, the harvest would always reflect that. But when they cultivated courage, vision, and belief, they created momentum that inspired entire generations. You must guard your mind like a sacred temple, feed it with wisdom, discipline it with truth, and expand it with vision. Leadership at scale requires responsibility. To impact billions, you must first be trustworthy with the influence you already have. Too many people desire the spotlight without understanding the weight of it. Billions of lives means billions of responsibilities. What you say, what you model, what you normalize, it matters. You can no longer think only about how decisions affect you. You must think about how they affect communities, nations, and even the planet. Responsibility means choosing character over comfort, integrity over popularity, and truth over convenience. It's a higher calling, and not everyone is ready for it, but you are being prepared to rise to this level. The third key is legacy. Legacy is about planting seeds that you may never personally harvest. To impact billions, you must think generationally. Ask yourself, how will my work, my vision, and my values live beyond me? What systems, institutions, and movements am I building that will outlast my lifetime? The greatest leaders understood that they were playing a long game. They built not only for themselves, but for the future of humanity. This requires humility, foresight, and strategy. Legacy demands that you think in centuries, not just in days. Another critical aspect of preparing yourself is global perspective. To impact billions, you must think globally, not just locally. The world is interconnected. Your voice can travel across continents in seconds. With technology, social media, digital platforms, your leadership has no borders. This means you must study cultures, learn from different traditions, and respect the diversity of human experience. A true leader of billions doesn't impose one way of thinking. They unify people under shared values while honoring differences. You must become a bridge builder, someone who bridges nations together rather than just driving them apart. But leadership at this level is not only about vision and strategy, it's about heart. If your desire to lead billions only comes from ego, it will collapse under its own weight. The kind of leadership that lasts is rooted in service. Leaders who impact billions don't just want followers, they want to lift others into leadership as well. They multiply themselves by empowering others to rise. Leadership is not about being at the top of a pyramid. It's about creating a circle where everyone has a chance to shine. Service-driven leadership creates movements that no obstacle can stop. Finally, preparing yourself to impact billions requires faith. You cannot carry this kind of vision on your own strength. There will be moments of doubt, opposition, and even isolation. But when you are rooted in God, you must move with a different authority. You understand that your leadership is not self-appointed, but heaven-ordained. You are not just trying to be famous. You are chosen to be impactful. That faith gives you resilience. It gives you courage. It reminds you that you are never alone, and that every step you take is divinely guided. So today, I want you to see yourself differently. You are not just preparing for a career, a business, or even a movement. You are preparing for impact at the highest level. Billions of people. Your words will carry weight. Your presence will inspire hope. Your life will be studied as a blueprint for what it means to lead with vision, responsibility, and legacy. It's not just a dream, it's your calling. And the time is to prepare now. Leaders, they're not born ready. They are shaped by the choices that they make daily. Discipline yourself, study deeply, lead with humility, serve others, think globally, and above all, trust God with the mission He has placed inside of you. The world is looking for guidance, for vision, and for truth. And they will look to leaders like you. You will be ready, not just to lead millions, but to impact billions, and to leave a legacy that will never be forgotten.